Girl, I feel like you challenging me. I'm finna take my hair down. What's up? You want to go for who got the worst baby daddy? What? Okay, you go first. Reply to this with something your baby daddy did, and I'm gonna reply to yours with something mine did, and we just gonna keep going back and forth to see whose baby daddy is worse. You down?
Women with the worst baby daddies are coming out to tell us what their baby daddy did or what they did to deserve to be the worst baby daddy ever. Yes. Do you have a baby daddy that you feel like nobody has the worst baby daddy ever? You should also give your story down in comment section, because mothers came out to be like, you think your own is worse? Listen to my own story. Oh, you think your own is worse? Listen to my own story. And that is the conversation we are having today. Let's go ahead and listen to worst baby daddy ever stories in today's video. All right, let me run this clip for you all to watch to the end. Watch it together, of course, and I'll be back to share my thoughts at the end of the video.
Girl, I feel like you challenging me.
I got a lot of interesting baby daddy stories. So I'll start from the beginning, the middle, the end, the in between, the now. How about this? We're going to start from a little bit from the beginning, just a little bit. So when I was in labor giving birth, I made it to 6 centimeters. My baby daddy finally came to the hospital. He didn't drive me to the hospital. He had multiple vehicles at the time too, but he didn't drive me to the hospital. I had to go in the ambulance. And he said he was going to meet me up there, but he didn't meet me up there until I was like 6 centimeters dilated. Then he told me he had to go get something to eat, and he never came back. So then I made it to 9 centimeters, and they said they had to take me into emergency C-section, right? So I'm blowing his phone up. He's not answering. So I had the nurses blow his phone up. He's still not answering. So I told them how the front desk blow his phone up. He still wasn't answering. They done cut the baby out, sold me back up. I'm in recovery. He still ain't answering. Do y'all want to know where he was at while I was giving birth?
Let us know.
To see whose baby daddy is worse. You down?
Challenge accepted. Now, not that he ever personally did anything to me besides not taking care of his kid. It's what he did after we was together. So he went to jail whenever I was young and I had just had my daughter. Let's not forget, I was like 17, 18. He went to jail for doing some weird shit or whatever, and he started messing with this older lady. And whenever I mean older, I mean like she had kids that was our age type older. To be completely honest, I was happy for him because he had somebody who could hold him down, because I wasn't gonna fucking do it. And granted, I know this older lady because he used to serve her. Literally, like, serve her. Like, cracking shit. Whenever he got out, him and her was together, and I was really extremely happy for him because she was helping him be a better parent. I appreciated Shorty for real. But then later, he would start showing up with her daughter. Now, her daughter might have been like, at the time, I might have been like 21. The daughter might have been like 19 or something. I started hearing rumors that he was messing with the mom and the daughter. I felt like it was weird, but whatever, to each his own. One day, my baby's dad had been in jail for maybe like 4 years. A friend of mine had contacted me and told me that her baby's dad, one of her babies, the daughter's baby's dad, was trying to get in touch with me because he wanted to talk to me about my daughter's dad. So I'm like, yeah, dude's cool, give him my number, whatever. So he's like, hey, I need to get in touch with your baby's dad because Girly is trying to blame that last little boy on me and it's not mine. So I'm confused. I'm like, well, what this got to do with him? He said, well, it's his baby. I said, his baby? How is it his baby? And he messed with the mom. He starts going on and on like, I know, whatever. It's weird as hell, but I went through Shorty's phone and shit, and I saw that her and him was messing around, even though he was messing with her mom. So fast forward, like 4 or 5 years had passed or whatever. He was getting out of jail. So me and him was trying to be cool, whatever, for the sake of our daughter and shit. Now, at the time, my daughter's like 15 now. She's grown as hell. And, me and him was cool and just being open with each other, so I had just asked him about the baby. First, he denied it completely, but then later on, he was like, you know what I'm saying? I do think that little boy is mine. So he got out of jail and they got a paternity test for the little boy, and the little boy is certainly his. So the whole situation just been weird as hell, because not only is he messing with the mom, he's messing with the daughter, and then he got a baby with the daughter, which is super duper weird. So now I'm not even done. He married the grandma. At the end of this video, I'm gonna put the picture in. But he married the grandma.
Girl, I feel like you challenging me. I'm finna take my hair down. What's up? You wanna go?
My baby daddy got me pregnant, and I haven't seen him since the last time we had sex. So now my child is 7, and she always, do I have a daddy? Where my daddy? And that's really hard on me, because I have to explain to her I'm the daddy. So yeah, no financial assistance, no nothing. I can't even get my hair done because she have doctor's appointments, and she a bill too. And it just hurt my feelings. Cause look how pretty she is. She look just like him.
Girl, I feel like you challenging me. I'm finna take my hair down. What's up? You wanna go for?
I had to put my daughter in daycare because he couldn't be responsible enough to change her diaper while I worked a night shift. I would come home and she would be covered in her poop. So I basically gave him 2 choices. Either he could move out, or I'd have to put her in daycare. Of course, he decided to put her in daycare because he couldn't be responsible enough to watch her. I had to quit my job because I came home after working an evening shift from 12 to 9 when I used to work at a grocery store in the deli department, because I came home and he was having a gaming party when the kids were supposed to already be in bed. They were dirty, hadn't been fed, and I basically just gave him a look like I was literally about to kill him, and I just did not care at that point. His friends, you know, see my face. They immediately got up and left. The final straw was when he came home from work and basically told me that he could find someone way better than me and that could treat him way better than I ever could.
There you go.
I was married to that for 10 years.
Wow.
And that was probably the final straw before I decided to leave him. And he basically said that when I left him, that I was the best that he could ever get, that no man would ever want me, and that that I should be thankful that he never cheated on me at all throughout our whole marriage. Let's just say that I have my own house and he lives with a bunch of roommates.
Girl, I feel like you challenging me. I'm finna take my hair down. What's up? You wanna go for?
Yeah, not a woman here, and obviously don't have a baby daddy, you know, obviously. But ladies, these are villain stories. I've watched like 6 of these videos of this woman being stitched, and these are criminals. And I already made a video about the whole baby daddy, baby mama name, and how I hate that. But these are criminal. These are convicted felons. Let me just say this. There was one woman that told a story about her baby daddy basically setting her up, and him and his friend kicked her with a Timberland boot, dragged her down the street by her hair, and dragged her into a house, and then proceeded to beat her within an inch of her life. Another story. A woman decides to take a trip to Oklahoma because her baby daddy promised her that he would be a good father, and then proceeded to hit her in her stomach, abuse her, try to end the baby's life, and then a bunch of other stuff. These are villains. What the fuck? Now, let me say this, and don't get triggered when I say this, ladies. I need y'all to listen. You use your head. I'm not on the believe all women train. I've been off that train for years. Because why? Well, common sense and logic. Women can lie just like men can. And some of these stories y'all are telling is like, really? Especially the woman that say she got dragged and there was a cop right there. Like, I ain't really... But I'm not saying y'all stories are false. I'm just not on the believe all women train, because in reality, we have women prisons. So, women can lie, men can lie. That's all I'm saying. And some of these stories are so damn outrageous to the point where it's like, really? And also, I've known bitter baby mamas and stuff like that make up this stuff. But let's just say that the stories are true, right? Ladies, I'm gonna need y'all to post pictures.
Are you okay?
Post the pictures. Post the police report. Because some of these villain stories y'all are telling, they had to have come with police reports. Had to. There's got to be some documentation. Or some pictures of these men. Because there is no way in hell some of these stories just get out there and there ain't no police report on. Nah. I'm going to need y'all to post that evidence. Please do. If y'all are willing to tell the story on social media, then you are more than willing to post that man's picture and let the internet do their thing. I'm just saying. It's not that I don't believe y'all, but some of these stories are straight out of a cartoon. I mean, damn, dog. I don't know about all that.
What's up? You want to go for who got the worst baby daddy? What's the what?
So our daughter had a $2,100 dentist bill that went into collections, and we had to make monthly payments on it that were $100 payments. This man gave me $100 in dimes, nickels, and pennies in a Ziploc bag. The most recent and best to date. Our daughter is 7. We had 50-50 custody for 4 years. He also has 2 children under the age of 14 months that he is currently being a dad to in a different province. Because he changed his number, moved to a different province, and hasn't seen our child in 8 months. Hasn't returned a single one of her phone calls, and hasn't seen her. Because he's mad at me. Your turn.
You want to go for who got the worst baby daddy?
Girl, I got the worst baby daddy. Let me tell you something. First of all, not only is he abusive emotionally, physically, mentally, all of that, but he's a fucking bum. This man owes me over, last time I checked, which was a while ago, $60,000, over $60,000 in child support. He don't ever have a job. When he does have a job, he loses it by getting fired or just not showing up, or a mysterious injury or illness will appear. But despite all of that, this man will walk right by my baby and not even speak to her. Not even a hello, a fuck you, nothing. Absolutely, like, nothing. Now you may think, oh, well, maybe he thinks that's not his baby. Wrong. He knows that is his baby. He thinks that he's spiting me and hurting me when he ain't my daddy. That's her daddy. He ain't hurting me. This man is the worst, and I pray that he never reproduces ever fuck again.
You want to go for who got the worst baby?
He started off lying. When I first met him, he said he stayed with a sister. That was a lie. He stayed with a female. Found it out through Facebook. Ended up calling. When I got pregnant, he kicked me in the stomach when I was pregnant with his baby. When I finally put him on child support, he said he gonna get his rights taken away, so he just won't have to pay child support.
Girl, I feel like you challenging me. I'm finna take my hair down. What's up? You want to go?
I don't know, I feel like I got the worst sperm donor, not even baby daddy. He's the sperm donor ever. So I was 18 and he was 32 when we first started dating. Got pregnant, had a set of twins, lost that set of twins, and while I was at the hospital dealing with that, he refused to come up there. He refused to even take me to the hospital as I miscarried. And then he had the audacity to blame me for having a miscarriage. What? Okay, cool, whatever. I'm not even gonna get into that. So then, my dumbass continued to date this man. And we dated for 4 years. So, no big deal, dated him. Got pregnant again. I know, stupid on my part. But we got pregnant again. And this time, it was so different. So, when I got pregnant with the other child, which is my son that I still have, he was in the picture for a while. Everything was okay. He was excited. I was like, okay, maybe this changed, you know? Maybe he's a changed man. Yeah, that was hilarious. He was not a changed man. He gave 0 shits. So we ended up breaking up. I told him about our son's condition. My son has a lot of medical issues. No big deal, you know. I'm a first-time mom. I was young. I was like 20 at this time. And had my son, you know, super excited. Well, the night that I went into labor, I was 5 weeks before my due date. So my son was born 5 weeks premature. I called the sperm donor and I go, hey, you know, I'm having contractions, my BP is high, so they're gonna go ahead and send us 3 hours away from home and deliver the baby because of his medical. He goes, I don't effing care about you, and I don't effing care about that baby. That's not my child. You don't need to contact me. What? I was so blown back from his comments that I was just like, what in the actual heck? So at this point, I was just so blown away because he never had like mentioned that he didn't think the baby was his. Excuse me. Remind you, I had never cheated on this man. This man put me through hell and back, and I still stayed loyal to him. So I knew he was full of crap, and yeah. So I was like, what do you mean? Like, I've never cheated on you. This man was such a mama's boy that he literally goes, my mom seen you cheat on me. Are you Delulu? Honestly. I said, oh, okay, so like where did she see me cheat on you at? Because what? Like, I've never, no. He goes, at work. What? Your mom seen me cheat on you while I was at work? Do you not hear yourself? You really are Delulu, right? So I go, okay, I'm not even gonna get into this because it's not even worth it. So we argued back and forth. I'm on my way to the hospital to deliver my son. I am 100% by myself, like nobody's there with me. I didn't call my family. I was just so like mad that like I didn't have him there. My family's 3 hours from here. Like, it was a mess. So my son's born. He actually stayed 60 days in the NICU. And I had texted him and I said, hey, you know, Remington's here, like, blah, 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 blah. He goes, I don't effing care. I said, okay. Okay. So then he texted me, like, one day out of the blues around Thanksgiving. And I said, why are you texting me if you don't care? And, you know, he did his little, I apologize, all this other stuff. So fast forward to like a year after my son was here, he had maybe seen him like 3 times, if that, in the whole year. 3 times. And his mom actually ended up calling my son an effing retard. And that really hurt, coming from who was supposed to be his grandparent. So I had, like, you know, voiced it to the sperm donor, and I was like, why would you think that's okay? And he goes, because he is. And I was like, he's not. Like, he's got all these needs. Like, he's not a effing retard. So, yeah, my sperm donor still does not have anything to do with his child. But he doesn't want to sign his rights over. And I have an amazing man in my life now that wants to adopt my son, and that is the father of my other child. But the sperm donor refuses to sign his rights over. So I'm pretty sure I take the win on the worst baby daddy ever. Yeah, pretty sure. We're not going to get into the abuse that he did to me, but that's another story.
Comparing who has the worst baby daddy is insane. So I just came across this post on my For You page of this woman talking about who has the worst baby daddy. And apparently it's like a challenge. I'm going to tell my story, you tell yours. I bet you I got a better one. I bet you mine is worse. And the thing that was crazy was so many women in her comments. So many baby mamas with baby daddies talking about how they went in on the challenge. They got one better. Like, I can't wait to share my story. And for me, it's just, again, as black women, when we come together, we do not come together for anything productive. So we could sit around, you could share all these videos and go back and forth about, my baby daddy did this to me, he did that to me. You share yours. What is the end goal? Is anyone learning any solutions of how to not be in this situation again? One woman shared that she has 4 kids, 3 baby daddies. Wouldn't it be productive to talk about how do we not end up in this situation again? Or how do we help other women not be us, not be baby mamas, not have baby daddies? No, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about, I got a better story than yours. Mine is worse than yours. At the end of the day, having to raise your kids on your own, I'm sure it's not easy. It is not fun, and no one should have to do that, right? Unfortunately, when you're in situations where you're making decisions and laying around with people who you don't know, who you can't trust, who have not committed to you upon, under God with marriage, you got to be prepared for the unfortunate to happen when you are laying down with people that you do not know. And I'm not saying that these women don't know these men per se, that I'm the woman I'm referring to, but a lot of women don't even know the men that they're having kids with and expect them to meet these high expectations. You don't even know him. So it's just crazy that this is the stuff that we challenge each other to. Tell your horror story about your baby daddy, and I'm gonna tell mine, and we could just go back and forth. And again, what does it do for us? What does it do for the community? How does it help black women? It doesn't.
Which one was the worst story you listened to? Let me know down in the comment section, because almost everything I was just shocked. Like, hey, do you have the one worse than this? Let us know down in the comment section. With all this was baby daddy challenge going on TikTok, of course, there's some people that are not okay with it, and they're like, what is it? Like the last lady that was in the video saying that what is the reason for posting worst baby daddy ever, when some women will still go out there and still be a single mom, still choose to sleep with another baby daddy or sleep with somebody they don't know and still have worst baby daddy again. And when you listen to some of the stories, you'll see that some of them give their baby daddy second chance. After the guy has shown them their true color, they still went ahead to give it a try again. And and that will result to him being worse. Probably like, oh, he has changed, he's not a good person. But unfortunately, it wasn't. Okay, so for me, I just feel like with all this worst story ever, I feel like people will come and say like, what is the reason for posting the worst story ever when people are going to da 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 da? And also the guy that was in the stitch, people will come and say, we don't believe you, put proof. How do you expect me to have a picture of when my baby daddy is hitting me? How do you expect me to have a picture when my baby daddy, when I'm going to the labor and my baby daddy is telling me that it doesn't want to have anything to do with me? How can I have proof for you at that moment? How am I supposed to know what it's supposed to say at that time that I'm supposed to record the call? Like there's sometimes... Anyways, for me, I feel like this is going to be a lesson for people. For me, I feel like when you watch videos, try to put those things like, okay, this can happen to me. How do I make the situation not happen to me? In the sense that stop giving this man a second chance, because if they're showing you who they are, that is exactly who they are. If they're not like active in your life, probably you made a mistake at first to trust them because you were young. When they show you their true color, like, just leave. Just take it like that. Take it like that. Don't have another baby with them. Don't. You see women having extra babies and be like, it's my baby daddy, it's my baby daddy. They go ahead and have another baby with the baby daddy, and you already know that he's a deadbeat baby daddy, but you still go ahead and open your legs. What's for outcome? Okay, you've already seen the kind of person he is, and I know that men are big pretenders. Some pretend, because there's a time I posted in my community post, I said, is it that men pretend so much or women make the wrong choices? And a lot of people were saying they pretend so much compared to women making wrong choices. Yeah, there's some women that make wrong choices, but most men pretend so much. They hide their true colors compared to women choosing wrong men. So you might not know the kind of men you're trying to have baby with. You go ahead and get pregnant for the first time, and now he's trying to show you who he is, or he has shown you who he is through pregnancy. There's no how. His true color will come out through pregnancy. His true color will come out through when he wants to have babies or when he wants to give birth. His true color will come out when the baby is out, when the baby is here. Is he paying attention? Is he an active father to the child? Is he a concerned father? Is he caring? Is he, he's going to show the kind of person he is. There's no how. His true color will always come out. But then some women will be like, because probably after showing you the worst side of who he is, maybe just a day or few days, he just showed you the good side, and that is the worst women. Some women hold on to. They be like, but he's a good man. We've forgotten those things he was doing to you. Then they open their legs again, have another baby, and it can start getting worse. I feel like ladies should just normalize. Just when you see this red flag, just hold on to it. Hold on to it. Don't make excuses for them. When they start showing you the kind of person they are, that is exactly who they are. Don't make excuses for their bad behaviors, because most of them eventually do not change, and that is just it. That's just the bitter truth. What is your take on this worst baby daddy ever? Do you have a story to share with us, or did you enjoy any of the story that I shared today? Let us know down in the comment section, and thank you all so much for tuning in today. It's your girl Maria Davis, and don't forget to like, share, subscribe, turn on the post notification bell to get notified once I upload another interesting video, and I'll see you all in my next one. Bye.